Chapter 6, pay cash. A lot of companies still have it. Sometimes you just want to pay cash for something small, nothing big. You're not going to pay cash for something big, something small. It could even be simple as if you're in a small office and they decide to bring in lunch for a few people, right? It wouldn't be 50, 60 bucks, right? Lunch, cheap lunch, not a extravagant lunch. All right, so on September, pause the video and read the problem, please. I don't want to record reading the problem. So pause the video and read the problem. Okay. So I assumed you paused the video and you read the problem, if you hadn't already read the problem before the video. All right, so on September 9th, according to the problem, they've created a petty cash fund. And this is the entry for creating the petty cash fund. Debit petty cash $350 and credit cash $350. That is literally it. So you put money into a new fund called petty cash, or a new, whatever you want to call it, petty cash, by debiting, and then you have to take the cash from somewhere else. So you credit cash, let's say a checking account, for $350. So you cut a check for $350. Somebody goes to the bank and cashes it. They take the $350 and they put it in the new petty cash drawer. Literally, that's what happens. And in a month, it's time to balance the petty cash fund. Replenish the petty cash fund. It's actually what it's called, replenish or replenish. So what you do is you grab the receipts, add them up, count the cashes in the petty cash drawer. And in this case, when you add up the receipts and you add up the cash, it should be $350. Well, there were 3 receipts in the drawer, 40, 123, and 80, just like it says up here. 40, 123, and 80. And that adds up to be 243. That adds up to be 243. All good, right? And that's what the receipts add up to be. And they add up the cash, right? Now, when they add up the cash, this is what they want to happen. They want to get $107 left in cash, and it could be in bills and change, quarters, dimes, nickels, whatever. And then this adds up to be $350, all right? And that is a perfect world, all right? That's a smiley face. Okay, that's good. That's what they want. But it didn't happen in this case. So they added up the receipts. This is really what happened, okay? Let me draw through this because that's not what happened. They added up the receipts just like we did in the prior example I just crossed through here. So they added up the cash and it added up to be 104. And they added that to the receipts to make sure, because they wanted to add up to be 350, right? And it added up to be 347. So the goal is for them to be at 350. And what does it take to be 350? $3. That means $3 is missing. They're short. They're short $3. Okay? Don't know where it is. We can point fingers, whatever. That's not our job in accounting. We just record what's there. Management will deal with the issues. Okay, so $3 is missing. We don't have control over the cash. Only time we can touch the cash is to replenish the drawer. So it's not us. It's, we didn't do it. All right, so clean this up. All right, so we're short. We already talked about that. And I'm going to explain how I always get that right when I was a student starting out like y'all. All right, so these are expenses and they need to be debited. Remember, when we have FOB destination and a seller paid, the seller pays the shipping and it's added to inventory. So it's debit merchandise inventory for $40. Postage expense, $123. Miscellaneous expense, $80. Add those up. Plus we need $3 to get the drawer back to $350 even, just like I talked about over here on the hat before I cleaned up my work area. So we put $3 here, and that adds up to be $246, and then $246, and the cash that we said they had, $104, which is wrong. Remember, we wanted $107. That adds up to be $350. Okay? Now, how do I always get that right, the short? It's an expense. We don't know where the money is. We don't have it, so it's an expense. And what do we call that kind of expense? We have a one-size-fits-all account title, cash over or short. So whether it's over or short, we have one title. So if we have more money than we should, cash over or short. If we don't have enough money, in this case we're short, cash over or short. Short, money's missing. That's like an expense. Don't know where it went. Now I don't know about y'all, but sometimes, we get paid and a few seconds later, there's a lot of money gone out of the account, right? Everybody can relate to that. Where did it go? I don't know. It's an expense. You can relate to that. All right. Actually, we should always know where our money goes. All right. So anyway, so short. That's a joke. I do know where my money goes. All right. That's it. That's all you do. All right. If you are end up in business and you're not in accounting, please make sure when you hand a receipt that your receipt and the change equal what they gave you. So if they give you, let's say $50 for postage. Yeah, let's say they gave you $130 for postage. Come back with $123 in receipt from the U.S. Post Office and $7 in change. All right, they gave you $130. That way it adds up to be $130 when you come back. Okay, accountants, your bookkeeper will love you. They will hate you if you're the one that's always causing the shortages. Okay, or overages. Either way, it's difficult to deal with. On October 1st, they were like, $350 is not enough. We want to bump it up to $400. Repito, the entry from the 9th, except debit petty cash for $50, not $400. We already got $350 in it. So by doing it just for $50, that gets us to $400. You see what we have. You look at a T account. We got $350 in the petty cash fund already established. All we're doing is debiting in another $50 to get petty cash up to $400. All right, that's all we're doing. All right, so don't try to put $400 there. If you do, it'd be $750. Put $50 there, then it adds up to be $400. Okay. I don't know why. I seem to recall that one entry right here being the one that got me when I was a student. All right, so I'm gonna stop the video here. I'm going to let you read Quick Study 6-9 in your book and before you watch your next video, and then we'll cover that in the next video.